What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be going through Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So right now we are just starting it off, and I'll let you guys listen to the intro. This will be full, raw, unedited footage.
Open your eyes. Wake up, Link.
So right now, Link, if you've never played this before and you do not know any of the backstory, Link is waking up and he has no memory of who he is. Yep, and then there's the panel.
That is a Sheikah slate. Take it. It will help guide you after your long slumber.
So I forgot to read the inscription to you guys, so like the run through of what it was, so I will read that to you guys right after I get out here. Now I just go into my inventory. A mysterious tablet with a glowing center. You've never seen this device before, and yet there's something familiar about it. Yeah, totally not ominous. Well, not, yeah, it is an ominous, but totally not weird. So we got well-worn trousers. We'll equip those. Yep, so we're just, so yeah, there's really nothing else that we can do other than throwing these barrels against the wall, but they literally drop nothing. I'm like 90% sure. And then we come over here, we scan the Sheikah plate.
Up to the pedestal. That will show you the way.
So yeah, I'm probably only going to record until like the first shrine or the tower. So I'll be trying to do one of these every single week. And the only reason that I would edit it if there was like a lot of noise in the background. So that would be the only way that I edit these. But other than that, it will be completely unedited.
You are the light. Our
Oh, light.
That must
Shine upon Hyrule once again. Yep.
Now go.
Yep, finally making it out of the Shrine of Awakening. And now, we're looking at all, and now, we gotta take a look at all of Hyrule. That volcano is the Goron City. That castle is Hyrule Castle. Those those snowy peaks off to the left are the Rito village. And then there's also, yep, the Temple of Time. And there's also two other cities. So I'm pretty sure there's like 4 or 5, I'm pretty sure 4 villages and then 4 cities. So this we can eat and restore some of our health. Also this, we can shove this. Gravity at its amazing work. And now we get to talk to this guy. I beg your pardon. I do believe that is my baked apple. You can't just go about taking whatever you please. Oh, forgive me. I could not resist pulling your leg. Please help yourself. An apple and an open flame make for a succulent treat. It is a bit strange to see another soul in these parts. I said, who are you? And then he said, me? I'll spare you my life story. I'm just an old fool who has lived here alone for quite some time. What brings a bright-eyed young man like you to this place? Where are we? Answering a question with a question. That is fair enough. As I cannot imagine our meeting to be a simple coincidence, I shall tell you. This is the Great Plateau. Oh, I accidentally skipped that last part, but... well, now I probably won't read it. Just for the sake of making these things go faster. Though I will, wait a second or two on it. On each one. So that it'll go a little bit faster, and you guys can still... read it. Yep, there we got an axe. And then we've also got a torch. I chose it as a secret. There are plenty of monsters ahead, yeah. Yep, that's how you lock onto someone. So I'm just going to come down here. We got some flint. And now I'm going to go back up. So yeah, after I finish this, I'm going to start on Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, I'm probably just going to do 24-minute episodes or so, each time. So yeah, I'm just gonna use the branches for a minute. Yep, there, we got some wood. And my apple's right here. Nice. So now, grab the tree branch out. Now that.
Head for the point marked on the map in your Sheikah slate.
Right now, here's a bokoblin. Yep, bokoblin. They give out bokoblin horns, bokoblin guts, and pretty sure bokoblin teeth. that's a chunk, and that's a choo-choo. For some reason, I've always had in my mind to call them like chunku. See, right now, just gonna try and see what I can get from right here. Oh wow, my controller's slow. Who would have guessed? So then we got some seared steak. Nothing else in here. So now we're just gonna continue going this way. And those things are guardians. So basically, they used to protect the people of Hyrule, but then they turned against them. Interesting plot that I'll get into later. So yeah, these guys are just the Bokoblins are literally like the basic enemies. Highland trousers. Those have more protection than my trousers right now, so I put them on. There, got some chunku jelly. I don't know why, but I always want to call them chunku, so I'm just gonna call them that. Yep, I'm getting a little off task, so after I finish looting this place, which I'm only gonna be here for like no more than another minute or two. Yep, there we got that Bokoblin out of the way. And we've also got a chest in this corner. Open that, gives us a traveler's bow. So now, if we press one of our buttons, we can shoot bows and arrows whenever we get arrows. And hold up a second. I don't like how I don't like the like move your controller to aim. So I am just going to change that. So now, yep, I have to move my I have to move my right controller, my right joystick to do that. Yep, there we got some arrows. So now we can fight from a distance as well as up close. Speaking of up close, yeah, that's just whistling. That's how you would get something's attention, whether it's your horse or an enemy, if you wanted to get your enemy's attention. But anyways, just gotta keep on moving towards that. So yeah, I forgot to pull up the map, but this is how big Hyrule is. Like all this area. And I'm heading for this dot. Now, as you can see on my bottom screen, I have a mini map, which is very useful. So anyways, I am heading for that. Yeah, and if I press in my R, and if I press in my right joystick, I can scope. So I'm heading for that right there. Now I've already beaten Zelda, so this is more just like a rerun for me. But still, it's pretty fun. Yes, I do have a screen time. That's because I try and limit myself on how long I can play. I mean, it's good for you not to play like that much, but still. Now, if you hit them in the head, it's a critical hit, and it does 2 times the amount of the damage. And we got Boko bows, so now we have even more bows to shoot with. So I'm kind of rusty at Breath of the Wild. I've been playing Tears of the Kingdom more. But anyways, yeah. So these episodes are going to be around 12 to 24 minutes long. So after I finish this tower, I will be stopping the video. And then I'll do one again next week. Chicken Tower activated. Please watch for falling rocks. And now this thing is going to start coming up out of the ground. And it will happen here. It will happen in the forest. It will happen all over Hyrule. Yep, we got one on the Great Plateau. We've got one in the Rito. We got one in Goron. So there's also 2 other villages, the Gerado and the Zorons. The Zoran are kind of like fish people. The Gerado are kind of like rock people. The Rito are bird people, and the Gerado are just people. But there's still a little bit more about the Gerado, but you'll see it later. So comment down below if you want to see it in either just me going around the map and doing them, or me doing them in the amount like least hardest to hardest. Because there are ones that are harder than others.
You have been asleep for the past 100 years. The beast. When the beast regains its true power.
Now that light is Zelda, Princess Zelda. And that beast is Ganon. So he's the main bad guy that I'll have to defeat at the end.
Now then, you must hurry, Link. Before it's too late.
So after I go through this whole series, I'll do one big one where I speedrun the whole thing. Or not speedrun, but just like do it maybe on a live stream. So anyways, this is where I'll be signing off for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow.